march along, sing a song with the army of the free. Count the brave, count the true, who have fought to victory. We're the army and proud of our name. We're the army and proudly proclaim. First to fight for the right and to build the nation's might. When the army goes rolling along, proud of all we have done, fighting till the battle's won. And the army goes rolling along. And it's high, high day, the army's on its way. Count off the cages out and strong. For wherever we go, you will always know that the army goes rolling along.
Well, guys. This is your guy, Evans Owango, if you like, the Eagle. Now, the Eagle defines who I am because the characteristics, the Eagle is my spirit animal. And one thing that I want to talk to you guys about today is the reason why I joined the military and how the military has been, how the military has treated me, and how the military has brought me up. To be specific and precisely, the U.S. Army. And I also want to talk about my martial arts and the influence and the impact it brought into my military journey. Of course, as you all know well, that I'm a martial arts practitioner in my social media platforms. That's what that's the gospel that I try to spread across the globe. Now, joining the military, life was easy and was simple because I was ready physically, mentally, and psychologically, and emotionally. I'm always ready physically, to be specific. But one thing that people found difficult, especially colleagues, soldiers, and maybe my leadership, is my accent. Some people were good and are good with the accent, but some are like, have you ever talked to somebody like it's a long statement that you have to deliver? You talk to them, they look at you, and then you finish your statement, and then they say, say it again. I'm like, say it again. It's disgusting. But for you folks out there who put up with accent, I mean, you people are great. Great. Receive thumbs up, wherever you are. And so my accent was a little bit of an issue, but it wasn't a big deal because I would try the rules and regulations governing the organization. Of course, the U.S. Army is the best, I would say the best, or the most professional branch of the armed forces, of different forces of the U.S. And the level of discipline that they instill is utmost. Now, I had problems with drill sergeants here and then, but it wasn't personal because in my martial arts journey, I never had somebody confronting me, like shouting at me on my face like that. And it was my first time trying to put up with that. And you know what? I had to swallow my ego and be like, okay, I'm not going to take it tough and personal. I'm going to take it easy. And of course, I was prepared. I had people behind me, my family. They were telling me like, hey, joining the military, you're gonna meet people there that you've never met before, people from different walks of life, and some of these people are just mediocres. And I'm like, okay, I know how to deal with people. I know how to treat people from different ethnic and different fashionality. And then one thing that my mentor told me, he said that drill sergeants are there to break you and make you. So if there's anything in you that is, limiting you from achieving what you want in the military, they're going to break it down and then make you up. So that's exactly what they did. I'm one person that I never liked being confronted. Like I never liked being, told something like forcefully. If you want a conversation to be smooth, you're going to have to be professional. You're going to be like, hey, brother Wango, let's do this and that, or this is what I'm seeing. And, we can agree with that. But So it is what it is. I went there, and drill sergeants, they were there right on my face, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do anything silly. I'm not gonna. If they ask me if I had issues with them, of course I would have issues. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say I have issues. I would say no, drill sergeants, because they say drill sergeant is always right. Once you have that mentality in your mind and in your system, you'll be safe. Drill sergeant is always right. Whatever they say, yes, drill sergeant. Sometimes you go sit down by yourself, be like, no, I think it was wrong. Don't tell him he's wrong. Tell him he's right all the time. They're also human beings. They like to get some praise. And of course, I'm good with the laws. Never outmaster your master, or never outshine your master. If you find yourself in a situation whereby you're meeting people with different expertise or different skills as you got, or maybe they have your skills, but you're somehow better than them, but they are recognized to be experts, you're gonna have to swallow your pride. I mean, just shut up, just relax and let them lead. A good leader is one who is teachable, and also they say a good teacher is one who is teachable, and a good leader is one who is easily who can easily be led. So, anyways, I was there, and I'm gonna tell you stories right from Fort Jackson, arriving at Fort Jackson, and of course, arriving at Fort Jackson, it wasn't a walk in the park as I expected, but it happened like it was one thing that I was expecting. So I had it in my mind that whatever the case, I'll just deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So we went to Fort Jackson. We arrived at Fort Jackson, and we sat there for a minute. And there, some of drill sergeants, they were walking up and down. I think they normally pick people at different intervals. So there's this one drill sergeant. Dude, it looked skinny, a little skinny, but like his face, and I mean, he got some strong bones, you know. So, anyways, he said the boss will be here like in about 20 minutes or maybe 30 minutes. You guys make phone calls and do those messages and contact your families that you made it to the airport at Fort Jackson. And the bus will be here in a minute, and all of us will be queuing, making a line to get into the bus. So we waited there for that time, and I was seeing serious people from different walks of life. You know what I'm saying? So we sat down there, and eventually the bus came, and they made us form some kind of formation, and we went into the bus. The instructions were very clear, crystal clear. Sit down, switch off your phone, your head's down, close your eyes. Talk to your God. Now we got in there. I'm always good at following instructions, guys. Following instruction is part of my discipline. So we got in there and we started rolling for about 30 minutes. The next thing we heard, get out of my bus! Get out of my bus! Move, move! And it wasn't one person or two people talking. There are like over 5 people saying different things. Man, that's the point. You want to reorganize your brain. Which one should I listen to? Because some will be like, get out and take your right. Get out and take your left. Get out and go straight. I'm like, okay. Since I was quick, I mean, I'm always quick. I run too fast. So I got in and I took the lead. So we ran, and it went well. And we got to the reception. That is 120th. At 120th, things were good. It was a little chilly. I mean, it was cold, not a little chill. I take that back. It was cold. Of course, like the winter was just getting over, like it was in April. So at night, there's no sweaters, no jackets. You're waking up at, I think, 3:30. You're going to the places where they give you uniforms and all that, and you're queuing outside. They take you by your sizes. I mean, I didn't 120th. Now, that happened like for a week. And then the time comes where we have to, when we have to ship out for the training itself. We had to go to the training facility. And Fort Jackson, Delta Company 313. Salute you guys, my drill sergeants over there. Y'all made me, and you're making heroes out there, and kudos for that. So we got in there, and man, I'm gonna tell you guys like what happened when we got to the training facility. Like the warm welcome they give you. I mean, it's a nice red carpet. They spread it out for you guys. Red carpet. You walking on it. They praising you. They're giving you sweet names. They're giving you good food. I'm gonna tell you all that. You know, if you've gone through the basic training, you know what I'm talking about. It's not the red carpet. It's something else. It's walking in the rock with thorns, barefoot, and fire by your side, no water. It's a nightmare. So don't think it's a red carpet. But in my next video, I'm gonna tell you guys how that looked like, how it looked like, and everything. So keep tuned. If you wanna hear more stories about my journey, about my journey in the military, go ahead and subscribe. Press the like button, and if you have any comment or anything you wanna add, please go ahead and let me know about it, and let's grow together, and let's push this this channel to over 10K. Of course, we are fumbling about 6K. We can do better than that. So let's do this, and let's see ourselves growing. And of course, I'll keep on, updating you guys on the martial arts training, the karate, and all that. Yeah, so let's keep together, and be blessed. And bye bye. See you in the next video.